Welcome to another video of the Battle Cats. This is your boy Mick Wolf continuing on into the future, chapter 3. So, I'd like to apologize about part 1, where I was a little bit more aggressive. So, Italy. This has a bunch of Laboyns. And this also has one horns. About 2 or 3 of them spawn, so it's recommended if you can try to kill the first Laboyn, you know, because there's going to be a couple more that come out if you can't beat this one horn fast enough. And another cyber horn will pop out too, which is wonderfully great, you know. So yeah, this is where things start kicking in. If you don't have your alien treasures, I would recommend getting them right now. And if you can, push all the way into Great Abyss and then collect those collect any alien treasures you can get to max out, because this is where things start stepping up, as I said from last video, because things will be getting a little bit harder. So I just tanked it with double titans and stuff like that, but I will not be using double titans the entire time because, so like I said, I go into these battles basically half blind. You know, so this one's Greece. I believe this is just an alien spammer. It's just like aliens, 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 and even more. Oh, no, this is not the aliens one. See, I don't remember these I don't remember half these battles. So this one introduces. There's a little. You see that guy right there? The little guy. He's called a trolley blogger, and he has a decent chance of knocking back enemies. You know, so he can kind of disrupt your meat shielding a little bit and letting the other ones. This one. Metal Hippos, I would recommend bringing critical hitters, critical hit units and stuff like that. Sorry, my mouse or my freaking microphone's hitting my freaking face. It's kind of bothering me. There we go. And other than that, there's a couple of bears. There's a teacher bear, but be careful when he hit. As soon as the base becomes triggered or hit, another Ursa Major spawns in. So I would recommend having a decent stack and try to tank your waist and stuff like that, because this teacher bear is just a time consumer, so I'd recommend just being the base as fast as you can. So, next stage is Turkey. Turkey? So I run out of energy, of course, because I'm so good at taking care of my energy, you know, and, let's see. Turkey. This is an alien one, I think. This has to be an alien one. Yes. This has, I believe... I can't remember this one, actually. Man, I can't really remember these. Okay, alien poodles. Alright, there's alien seals. And maybe, perhaps, even alien skizaroos. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it's just an alien stage, you know. It's just like, oh, you kind of need them treasures, although you're going to get kind of screwed over if you don't, you know. So I kind of recommend getting treasures. It's just another stage to remind you that this is going to get a lot harder, and this is where you're going to be seeing late game, mid/late game enemies in the game. Not including zombies, because zombies don't exist when Into the Future was made. So be wary, be careful, because this is where things start stepping it up a little bit. And other than that, stack your money, get your meat shields out. Get your long range out, and then to beat the base 0, and then you're a-okay. So I believe this is the part right here where I decide to put Valkyrie on my Bahamut Cat. Why'd I put? Okay, so I decided to switch it up a little bit because I need Bahamut Cat. You know, Bahamut Cat's a good one. Dubai. What's Dubai? I'm just double checking my time. Okay, Dubai. This is a really tricky one. So on a timer, we're going to be seeing a new enemy, and this enemy can be a pain in the neck. And I'm being serious, too, because, you know, it's great. I put Bahamut on. So, welcome Alpaki. Alpaki is a version of a normal based enemy called Camel, which we have not seen yet, because we are not that far in Story of Legends. Or we might have already seen it, but... you might have already seen it when I pre-recorded story when I get to Story of Legends, but whenever this comes out, Alpaki. It has 2 knockbacks. It's stronger than Camel, the camel. And when you kill it, it can survive a lethal hit, which means it can go for 1 more knockback. And then its health goes up, and its attack goes up about, I believe, 900%. Which is freaking insane. I would heavily recommend having some really tanky units, or units that can outrange Alpaki, such as, like, I'm just going to say Aphrodite, that can outrange. Little Neandam can outrange. So you're going to see right here, I'm going to trigger some second. Also be careful, don't let this thing near your base. It has a base destroying ability, which does 4 times extra damage. So that can chew you up if you don't be careful with that. Other than that, interesting enemy. We defeated it. It's really annoying seeing it with seeing it set up with other mid-range, close-range, tanky enemies and stuff like that. So I go ahead and put the Holy Valkyrie because I don't need, because you know, this is like the Holy Valk. We just got the Holy Valk. Well, I mean, I've had a Holy Valk, but you know what I'm talking about, all right? It's kind of weird how I'm explaining this. India. This has Laboy. This is the Laboy one, except it's Chapter 3. So not only we're going to have Laboy, it's going to be a lot harder than Laboy. You know, how can they make it harder? Well, I mean, I'm not going to say necessarily harder, but necessarily not easy. I mean, it depends on what units you have, alright? Me, I came in unprepared, like, oh, I can beat this, you know, not that hard. Just kill the boys and everything like that. And it's like, okay, this shouldn't be too bad. Guess who it is? Lenore. Oh my god, I got scared out of my, like, what the hell? The Nor's in this? Lenore's a black variant of Laboy, you know, who's more the classier things. So he's fucking tanky as crap, and I actually lost Bahamut Cat in a couple of seconds because I was unable, because these stupid freaking these peons keep pushing. Yep, okay, there's a knockback right there. Because like you're like the only room that like I think every single one of my units gets one-shotted by this intense enemy. I think Squirrel screws me over in a little bit, and you know, okay. And one of the peons or something like kind of pushes it forward, and it kind of kills it, or they just push forward on their own behalf. So this stupid squirrel right there kills my gets Lenore and Laboy close enough to kill Bahamut Cat. And I'm stuck here like, oh yeah, you know, only got 4,000. So I stopped meat shielding. I stopped doing everything. I just lure because I need to make sure they get close to my base. These peons won't be that much of a pain. Like I said, these get a lot more difficult and stuff. And I mean a lot more difficult. Like, God, Lee, you don't know how much I struggled on these, you know? And for the fact that I haven't played these in so long, I'm going through it blind. My commentary isn't blind. I know it comes out, you know, because I played the stages already. But when I'm playing it, when I'm recording it, you know, without the audio, without the background music, without the commentary, it's just confusing, you know. It's really, really, really difficult not knowing what's coming up next. So yeah, India beaten. That's a really difficult one right there, especially if you can't meet shield or you don't have any long range units to bring out. So Nepal, I believe, was another anti-alien barrage where it sends a bunch of anti-aliens and stuff, which is fun. You know, it's always fun to have alien seals and alien skizaroos and alien hippos coming at you and stuff like that. Another stage where I had to bring out my long range units and just long range it out, you know. Alien hippo. There's an angel hippo too. Don't forget that. So yeah, really, overall, we're not even halfway done with Story of Legends, and already we're already having trouble. It's great, you know. Sorry, a little bit of backlash from my food from this morning. It's coming back to haunt me. Yeah, this like I said, it's gonna get a lot more difficult. I would highly recommend going for story. Like, if you're playing with me, or if you're not, I would heavily recommend going for Story of Legends if you're having trouble into the future, because it is going to get a lot harder. And I'm having trouble myself, and I have like plus 15 true forms for basics and stuff like that. Anyway, this is the end of the video. So, yeah. This is McWolf. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that stuff. #sellout. See you in the next video.